Chat About It, the new interactive internet radio station of the future. Chataboutit.com.
So much media, so little time. Who keeps track of it all? That would be me. This is Bob Andelman, and this is a Mr. Media Interview, brought to you today on iPhones, Android, Palm, and BlackBerry by the Stitcher app for mobile devices, and brought to you today by 1-800-DialDJs.com. If you need live entertainment for your party, wedding, bar mitzvah, or corporate event in the New York, New Jersey, or Philadelphia metro areas, check out 1-800-DialDJs.com or call 1-800-DialDJs.com for a real good time. So, where was I before the commercial? Right. Mr. Media is recorded live from the new media capital of the world and home of the late-night TV horror movie show host, Dr. Paul Bearer, Tampa Bay, Florida. So the whole vampire chic thing kind of passed me by. Not just the Twilight movies and the HBO series True Blood either. I never got hooked on Joss Whedon's Buffy the Vampire series either. Vampires? Yuck. I think the last vampire movie I enjoyed was the Dracula remake starring Frank Langella back in about 1980. And I only like that because I worked at a movie theater in college, the Royal Park Cinemas 4, if you were there, in Gainesville, Florida. And during opening weekend, many of the guys taking tickets were dressed as vampires and could get away with lots of heavy breathing and biting pretty young girls on the neck, gently. So I was surprised how quickly I devoured the first 4 books in Heather Brewer's 5-book young adult series, The Chronicles of Vladimir Tod. Heather and I share a literary agent, Michael Bourret, and he recommended the series. Now, I trust him with my career, so trusting him with suggestions for my free time seemed just as reasonable. And, as usual, Michael was right. Now, we meet Vladimir Tod in the 8th grade, a half-human, half-vampire, trying to find his way in the world of middle schoolers. Now, having a daughter in 8th grade naturally heightened my own interest, but these are damn good stories, vampires or not. Now, I've got a short clip here of Heather Brewer talking about Vladimir Tod. Listen to this.
10th Grade Bleeds is my favorite Vlad book yet. It has the most blood. It has the most action. It has the most fight scenes. It's got the most romance. It has the most of everything. If you like Vladimir Tod, you're going to love 10th Grade Bleeds.
Okay, I guess we don't.
The Chronicles of Vladimir Tod is...
Well, let's just skip ahead then. Heather literally just finished the 5th and final book in the series, and I look forward to hearing about that and some other potentially explosive news that her fans will enjoy. You can learn more about Heather on her website, www.heatherbrewer.com. Heather, welcome to Mr. Media.
Well, thank you very much, Bob. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to talk to you. How you been?
Oh, I've been good. I've been busy.
That's what I hear.
I actually just wrapped up the final edits on 12th Grade Kills, the 5th book in the Chronicles of Vladimir Tod. So I'm tired, but I'm happy.
Well, and I was going to say congratulations, first of all, on the on the success of the first 4 books. But even more so, I know that this last book has been like giving birth, from what I hear.
Oh, it's definitely been like giving birth to 8 children at once. You know. I think it's kind of stressful to finish up a series sometimes, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find out where you're really going with it. So I made it.
Did it give you kind of a newfound respect, if you didn't already, for J.K. Rowling wrapping up the Potter series?
Oh, absolutely, and it also made me say, I never want to finish another series again. I'll just keep writing the books.
Did it always? Now you start with 8th grade. And I think if you are catching this on video, if you watch your screen during the course of this half hour, you should be able to see the book jackets that go along with the Vladimir Tod series. They're very cool, very minimal, and very cool. But the books start in 8th grade, then 9th grade, 10th, 11th, and the next book, the final book, will be 12th grade. But did you always intend it to be a 5-book series? That's pretty ambitious, if so.
I knew it would be a 5-book series because when I had the idea for the story, I knew how it would begin, I knew how it would end, I knew major points that I wanted to happen throughout the story. And I said, well, how long is it going to take me to get there? And I said, well, it's going to take at least 5 books. So I wanted it to be a school-based series. And so I just basically counted backwards, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And initially he was actually 14 when the series started. And then they said, you know, my editor said, now he's 13. And I'm like, all right. You know how that happens.
So you added to his life a little bit.
Yeah, you know, and it actually works out really well because 13 is my lucky number. So, you know, I've had a lot of luck with Vlad.
What was it that made the final book so challenging, though? I mean, you'd written 4. You obviously, anyone who's read these knows how intimately you know these characters and what they're all about.
Well, see, that's exactly, I think, the problem. When you know characters really well, they become a part of you, and they become a part of your life. And the very idea of letting go of those characters, because you're friends with them. I know Vlad, and he's always there in the back of my head, and commenting on things and snarking on things. And to know that I was going to end his story forever, it's just a little daunting. So I knew the things that I wanted to say in the story, but going about how to say them took me a long time with this one. But I'm very, very happy with the way it turned out.
Now, I'm a little concerned because you just said you were going to end his story forever.
Now, see, everybody wants to know, too. They all ask me, is Vlad going to live? Are you going to kill him? And I'm like, well, you'll see.
I mean, and that was the big guessing game with the last Potter book. Was Rowling going to, you know, kill him off or let him live? And, well, he lived, as I recall.
And my whole tagline has been from the beginning that I don't believe in happy endings unless they involve blood. So everyone will just have to wait and see if Vlad makes it.
So even if I told you that no one's listening right now, you wouldn't just tell me you knew.
Oh, I totally wouldn't feel it at all. There are very few people in this world that know how the book turns out. My husband, Michael, our agent, of course, and my editor. That's it.